Thank you for joining me today. I am Woody Henderson, the broker for American Dreams Real Estate, and today we will discuss an important legal development that has captured the attention of the real estate industry and consumers alike. We'll be discussing the recent lawsuit involving the National Association of Realtors. Our goal in this presentation is to discuss the key aspects of the lawsuit, understand the implications, and address the concerns that many consumers may have. We'll explore how this lawsuit could potentially reshape real estate transaction and what it means specifically for buyers and sellers. Let's begin by examining the key issues and background. So, recent headlines have provided a lot of sensationalism around the lawsuit, commission confusion, radical changes in the real estate market. Realtor Group scraps real estate. The real estate industry is on trial. Much confusion and, as I said, sensationalism about the recent lawsuit. And we'd really like to bring some clarity to what's actually happening with this lawsuit in the real estate industry. So, background in 2019, a class action lawsuit was filed by property sellers in Missouri. The lawsuit stated that, the policies and practices reduced competition among real estate brokers and harmed home buyers. One of the key issues in these lawsuits is the practice of tying, where a seller sets the agent commission that's going to be paid to a buyer's agent. In October 2023, a federal jury determined that the National Association of Realtors conspired to require home sellers to pay the broker representing the buyer of their homes, and that is in violation of federal antitrust law. So that is the background and the source of recent information about the National Association of Realtors lawsuit. So where we are today, on March 15th, the National Association of Realtors reached a $418 million settlement agreement. And as part of that agreement, the National Association of Realtors has agreed to put into place a new rule that prohibits sellers from offering compensation to buyer's agents in the multiple listing service. Additionally, multiple listing service participants will be required to enter into written agreements with their buyers. Just as an aside, one of the defenses of the National Association of Realtors has been that commissions have always been negotiable, and that is true, and that will continue to be true going forward. These changes actually go into effect on August 17th, 2024. So let's take a look at what this means to both sellers and buyers. So for sellers, they'll no longer be offering compensation to buyers, agents, or brokers in the multiple listing service. Compensation will be a point of negotiation going forward. The seller has a couple of options. One is to plan for and budget for compensation to a buyer's agent when that is requested. The second option is a seller may choose not to provide compensation to a buyer's agent, and that can be part of the negotiation going forward. From the buyer's perspective, the buyer has several options. One of those options is to request that the sellers pay a buyer's agent when they submit an offer. The second option is that the buyer can pay the buyer's agent as part of their closing costs, as part of the normal course uh, of the purchase transaction. Third option, related to option number two, is it may be possible that the buyer can incorporate the buyer's agent's compensation into the buyer's loan. This is a buyer representation agreement, and this is a standard California Association of Realtors form that established the relationship and establishes a commission amount for a buyer's agent in a real estate transaction. Here in our company, American Dreams Real Estate, we've been requiring our clients sign this buyer representation agreement in anticipation and in preparation of the changes that'll be forthcoming in the very near future. This agreement meets the requirements of the National Association of Realtor Settlement. By the way, if no commission is being offered by a seller's agent, a buyer's agent can use this form, submit it with their purchase agreement, which will ask the seller to compensate the buyer's agent. As we stated a couple of slides ago, that is one option for the seller to pay the buyer's commission. This particular form will help to facilitate that when a seller is willing to do that. Wanted to share with you just some factual information about what we are actually seeing with regard to buyer's compensation in the multiple listing service here in San Diego. I ran an analysis recently of all of the active pending and sold homes in the past 30 days in the 92101 zip code. And what we found was that 98.7% percent of sellers are offering a 2% or higher commission to a buyer's broker or buyer's agent. Another recent survey found that regarding the value of agents, most respondents agreed that it would be very stressful to navigate the home buying process without a real estate agent or broker. And 87% of the respondents believe that a real estate agent or broker is an essential, trusted advisor. And we strongly advise that all buyers have a buyer's agent representing them because it's important for everyone to know that a listing agent or a seller's agent represents the seller and only is required to be fair and honest to a prospective buyer. So very important for a buyer to have somebody to represent them and negotiate the best price and terms for the buyer. Another recent development was Fannie Mae recently re-emphasized that uh, payment of a buyer's commission through the mortgage process is allowable, and sellers may pay a buyer's agent commission uh, through the loan process. Wanted to also share with you a recent case study. One of our listings, we put a home on the market just a couple of weeks ago as a test run, if you will, of what we might expect going forward, selling homes that offer no commission up front. We listed this home on May 2nd. The home went pending on May 6th. There was zero compensation offered to the buyer's agent in the multiple listing service. Of course, we got many calls just clarifying there is no commission there, to which we answered, yes, that's true. We are testing the system as we expect it to be in the future. The truth of the matter is, we had some trepidation. Maybe agents wouldn't show it and we wouldn't see interest in the property. However, the truth of the matter is, we had thousands of views of this property online, 59 visitors at our open house, multiple offers, and this home is pending, scheduled to close in just a few days above list price. And in this particular situation, the buyer's agent negotiated that the seller would pay the commission using that buyer representation agreement that I showed you earlier. We thought it was important to test the system, learn from what we can expect in the future with regard to the recent changes in policy and how they would affect not only our sellers, but also buyers and our agents in this new environment. So, in summary, the new rules prohibit offers of compensation to buyer's agents in the MLS, and they require MLS participants to enter into written agreements with their buyers. What is changing is not that commissions are going away, but how commissions are negotiated and the way they are being paid is changing. The three options are that the seller may pay, a buyer may pay, or the commissions could be incorporated into the loan. It is our recommendation that you choose an agent that is prepared for the changes and experienced in negotiating under the new rules. I believe that there are really three types of agents out there today: those that have taken a very close look at the rules and are starting to implement the policies and procedures that will support their clients going forward. There's another class of agents that's waiting for this to take effect in August, and then they'll make a change. And then there's another cohort out there that really is not paying attention to what is happening with the changes at all. So I am Woody Henderson. I am the broker for American Dreams Real Estate, and I am here to be of service. If you have any questions or there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. And if you know somebody who could benefit from this presentation, please feel free to share it and have them give me a call as well. Until next time, wishing you all the best.